Alright, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video, and this time we're gonna be talking about Warframe Railjack. So I know I've been posting 2 days, but you know I was kind of like sick, but I'm good right now. I just had like a bad headache, that's it. But so about Railjack, since there's a thing called Scarlet Spear coming up, might as well not do a Railjack video. So I did like a whole recording. It didn't get all of it, but it got almost everything. It just did not get right in the beginning. This was the end, right after the mission, but the gameplay will be shown later, probably like around 5 minutes. I'm gonna show y'all how Railjack starts. So right here we got the Sigma shield arrays, it helps with shield. The Vidar engines, it helps with the speed. And next, the Zeki reactor, so that's what it helps with the avionic capacity for your mods and flux capacity for like your battle stuff. And next right here we got the weapons on the nose and on the sides. And right here, that's your missiles. I know I'm going too quick right here, I know that. These are your avionics right here. So tether is what pulls people together. Secret volley is what shoots 38 missiles. Battle forge is what reduces the cooldown of the forge. Maxima gives the shields 42%. Forward artillery increases the damage of the artillery. Ordnance gives you the damage of the missiles. Max armor. Turret damage by 76. And next we got increased hull by 506. And next right there on the left shows all the results. The hull is one of the most important things to me personally, because it's with the health of the Railjack. That's what keeps you alive most likely. Not the shield really, but yeah. This right here is the payload. Revlite is what fixes the ship when it's in danger. Flux energy is the tether and secret volley stuff. Munitions is the ordnance, the one with the missiles. And dome charge is the one with the artillery. Alright, so we got right here the intrinsics area. Tactical, piloting, engineering, and gunnery. So I know I'm going too quick, but engineering is what kind of helps with like the ship. It helps with the what's it called? The forge. That's what it kind of helps with. It helps with the forge area and all that. It helps with fixing the ship. Gunnery is like just based on shooting more and all that. Piloting is based on like piloting is based on how you pilot the ship. You could be quicker, you could have perks to be quicker too and all that. Tactical is like on how it'd be like, I'll show you tactical later. It's really hard to explain tactical though. But right here's the customization. As you can see, I know I'm going too quick in the video and I'm trying to catch up to the video. But inside missions you could collect scraps and then be able to go ahead and build them. Or you could go inside the console I was just in, build a console. I built the Tycho Seeker Mark III, and as you can see the stats, it's way better than like the regular version that they give you. Like from 39,000 to 8,000. That's a dub right there. And next right there, it gave me more missiles. Remember, this is after the mission, so alright. So we might get more in depth with intrinsics. I know it was really like, you know, but here comes the gameplay right now. Alright. So right here, they cut this out. So I was inside a sentient ship, and I found it. I was like, alright. But this is me. I was looking around a sentient ship. This is my first time looking at it. But yeah. So these guys are really hard. They're level 80. It took me a while to go ahead and kill like one of these, like the not the battle, it's just a symbolist or whatever. It's a dude with the shield, and next they got the gun. It took me a while to kill at least one of them, but like the little crab looking ones, those are the ones that were easy to kill. And next there was like the battlist and all that, those are also hard to kill. Now the weak points in like sentience is literally their arms. You shoot their arms and it's gonna go away. Even though it's gonna grow back, it's gonna go ahead and go away. That's one of the main weak points for sentience. And next, see, that's why it's not hitting me at all. It's just, it can't do nothing. And next, it brought his gun back. Yeah, it took me a while to kill this dude. So these are also the people you kill. Symbolists are also the people that you kill to get a weapon called the Shidu. Now it's like the Shidu is like an arm cannon for these sentients. I guess it's like what they're using right now. I'm not sure how the Shidu works, but I know it's a sentient arm cannon. And so far I got the barrel. I'm not sure if it's inside this clip right here, but so far I had the barrel. And you need the barrel, the stock, and one more I forgot. But you need 3 to 4 things to go ahead and build the Shidu. But I like looked around the sentient ship a lot because it was my first time, and I wanted to see how it was. And next I want to see anything that was like a mystery or something like that, or anything I was missing. I wanted to see everything, because there could be like, I don't know, there could be like a box I could find or something like that. I don't know. Alright, so I got direct too. I forgot to tell you the most important thing with direct. So direct is like a thing you use to go ahead and level up your mods. But there's this grid too that you put your mods in, and you're gonna go ahead and click on grid, and then it'd be like, it show you these 3 circles right under a mod you could put in. So those 3 circles are like the thing to level up the grid. Now that's also really important, because if you don't level up, or if you don't upgrade the mod, you can just go ahead and upgrade the grid, and it's just gonna level up the mod. So let's just say, for example, if I put bulkhead, which is the hull, and increases hull by like 5%. If I upgrade the grid to level 3, it goes from like 5 to 21 or 22. It depends on the mod. I know it was like a few things I missed out though in this video. I was trying to like explore the sentient ship and trying to hurry up at the same time, because I knew I was on a time limit of this. I don't want to put it above an hour. It took me a while to scan those crab sentients too, because they were just moving around when they were in the air, but when they were on the ground it was easy to. I don't want to go that way because I want to explore more. Now I was wondering what that is right in the middle. I was trying to find out what that is until like later on in the video. It's like it gives a sentience and vulnerability every time they're near one. I had to find that out the hard way, but it's not that hard to break. All you have to do is hit it like once or twice with any weapon. And next right here, you see me trying to scan him. And the reason why I was using the stun ability a lot, it was because I'm trying to stop him to scan them. But it took me a while to, because they kept moving a lot. It was pretty funny though. If you guys also want to know what my loadout is, I have X-Scout Umbra, the Tiburon Prime. That's my favorite weapon, Tiburon Prime. You can switch it from auto to burst to semi. That one, the Lex Prime. It looks like an actual pistol in real life, to be honest. And we also got what's it called? We also got the Paracesis, which is a weapon you get later on. Right here, I was just trying to shoot, bro. And next, if you guys are wondering why I'm using the codex scanner, I was trying to look if there was anything missing. Like, I thought that was something to scan, but that was just a lot of explosives. So I was like, oh dang. So I backed up. But yeah, this is like most likely Warframe. You just gotta take your time at things, gotta scan it. And next, there's like this codex right here. It shows all the things that you scan, and next it gives you information about it too. Yeah, like right there, those two little balls, those are the ones that giving him invulnerability. So that's why I just went ahead and break it first, and next I went after him. But yeah, these guys hit hard. So yeah, I kind of had to use my Exalted Blade and the stun ability to, and like I had to back up more than once, cause they were hitting me hard. Yeah, right here I'll start using my first ability to go ahead, try to like do a quick hit and run. But yeah, you could tell that they're hard hitters too, and if you guys are like, oh, this game looks easy, it kinda is, but at the same time it's really not. Cause you could even be a high level and still get beat. Like right now, I'm mastery rank 18. And that's a pretty high level. Like mastery rank 18 out of 28. But still, 18 is already a high level. Like you could be mastery rank 14 and be good. Alright, so I got that anomaly thing. I don't even know what that thing is, but I got it. I was like, alright. So yeah, I was looking around, seeing the whole structure of the ship. It looked pretty cool. It looked a little bit scary, not gonna lie. Yeah, you see how kind of hard it is to go ahead and scan him too. He kept on moving. I couldn't keep up with him. Right here, he stood still, which was good. I wasn't gonna lie though, even though it was hard, I had a pretty fun experience in the sentient ship. Like it looked pretty cool. And I was wondering what that one was. I thought that was like the extraction point right there, so I didn't want to leave right there. I just want to go ahead and look around a little bit more. But yeah, right here when I went on it, it was just a teleporter. Yeah. And next, earlier there was like a block that kind of looks like that. You shot it, it would blow up, and next it would make like a platform. That's why I was shooting it. I thought I would have did the same. Next here comes a little Vomulist. If you guys are also not familiar with the Vomulist, they from the Plains of Eidolon, which I posted about the Plains of Eidolon like a year or two ago. Check that out if you want to. I need to start making more playlists. I don't know if you guys saw already. I made a playlist about For Honor, but I still need to add all the videos in from all the years, and I need to find it. Right there, I don't even know what that was, to be honest. I just went ahead and hit it with the paracesis, and next it cracked. But I looked up about it. It was like to start the era quest or something. is to see like who era was and like the little bit of background about him. But here we get back on our ship.
Welcome back.
I was thinking about I should make my ship all black and next have like gold as the energy color, but I think that'd be too dark. That's kind of why I had the gold. Alright, so right there, I had to do something real quick. Yeah, I forgot what I had to do, but people was talking to me while I was doing it. That's why I had to pause the game. And next. But yeah, there I go back on. But right there that I just used, that's tether right there. That's I had to use flux energy for that. If you guys were wondering what flux energy was and everything. So I forgot to tell you guys right here, I didn't have my Mark III missile equipped. That's kind of why when I shoot my missiles, it was kind of like a little bit weaker. The part right in the beginning was like right after this mission, that's why. Right here, this is a secret volley. It does a pretty good amount of damage, and I like the part that's homing missiles. So that's what I like about secret volley. And next, I like doing tether first, because it like brings a lot of people together. And next, throw in secret volley, because it just goes ahead, do a lot of damage to them. And next, tether will just blow up too, and next it will almost kill everyone. Alright, I thought I had a lock on right there. That's kind of why I shot the missile, but it didn't happen. right there at a lock on. You could tell if it's a lock on if you could hear like that little click sound. That's how I could tell it's a lock on. One of my friends said you could also tell if there's like a little triangle. I looked everywhere for that little triangle and I couldn't even find that at all. So if y'all want to tell me about it, please do. And right there, what I'm shooting at right now, that's a ram sled. So what ram sleds can do is they ram into your ship, and next there is a squad of 7 of Grineer people. Right now they're level 80 inside this mission. So it's a squad of 7 Grineer people that go inside your ship and start like attacking the ship and all that and start breaking it.
Detected. Single-person attack craft. Prepare to engage.
Alright, right here is the artillery. So this is what you use to destroy cruise ships, and I had that mod to like add more damage to it. But even though that still happened, it's a 3-shot. And here's the ram sled team right here, the group of 7. If you leave them there, then they could break the ship really bad. If it's electric damage, which they can only do electric damage to the ship, which you see like the little blue icon right there. That's the electric damage that they doing. That affects the shield. The orange is the hull, which affects the health. Fire affects health too, but it does damage over time. The difference between hull is like it does damage, but it doesn't do it over time. It just does the damage. So it could go from, so for example, if the health is at 8 and next the hull rupture happens, it could be at 6 and it stays at 6. For fire, if it goes at 8, the fire does like 6, and next it can go down slowly, it goes 5, 4, 3. But catastrophic damage is what can end the game, or not end the game, but like end the mission as mission failure. That's the only thing you really gotta watch out for. Catastrophic failures, ram sleds, and your health and all that. That's the only things you gotta watch out for, because ram sleds will do you bad. It will keep you away from all the fire, all the gunfire. You can saw right there. It took me away from all the fight, and they put me down to catastrophic failure. But a strategy I would like to do if I'm inside catastrophic failure, my bad. I would like to repair everything first, then next go for the catastrophic failure, because if you repair everything first, then next it'll get your health at least halfway up, depends on how many damage you got, and next you go ahead and do the catastrophic damage thing. It's gonna bring your health all the way to full health. So yeah, catastrophic failure gives you like a little bit of boost, because it gives your ship a vulnerability. You don't take damage or nothing, but at the same time it's bad because you got a time limit of 1 minute or 50 seconds. 1 minute or 50 seconds, I don't remember exactly, it's one of the two, to go ahead and patch it up and keep on playing. But right here, this is the forge. So this is where you restock on things, Revelite to go ahead, fix the ship, Flux Energy to go use the abilities like Tether and Secret Volley. Munitions is the missiles, Dome Charge is the artillery.
Normalizing interior pressure.
And remember that you could only use the artillery when you're rank 5 with gunnery. So gunnery is kind of important in my opinion because you could level that up, and next like use it against cruise ships. And the only reason why it takes 3 hits is because the forward artillery, I think it needs to be upgraded more. And if I upgrade it more, it will at least be a 2 or 1 shot. But again, this is high level, so if it was a lower level, like I'd say level 15, level 20, it'll do a 1 shot right there. But since it's like level 34, I think it does 3 shots.
Fighters incoming. Keep them off the ship. Cruise ship on scope.
If you guys are wondering what this is too, this is the Veil Proxima. There's 3 Proximas. There is Earth, Saturn, then Veil. So you start in Earth, you do all the missions and stuff, but when you get to Saturn, you have to get your intrinsics to level 3. So at least one of them. It could be pilot level 3 or tactical level 3 or anything. And same thing with the Veil, which I'm in right now, but instead of level 3 it has to be level 7. And intrinsics are kind of hard to get, to be honest, but it depends on what you do, like on how much stuff you build, on how much stuff you fix, my bad, on how the cruise ships you get in, which I'll show you later on about me getting inside cruise ships, and etc. Alright, so right there what just happened is I just ran into the dude. Now you could take some damage, but it could be your last option to go ahead and ram into a dude. It's usually what I do because it was usually my last option. Like I can't do nothing else, just ram into the dude. You'll take some major damage, but in the end you'll still be fine though. So what I like about Railjack is it's new. It's kind of away from the game itself. It's like new because this like the first time you get to fly a ship, you get to go ahead and shoot down other ships. We'll do like top dog with like all of that too. That's what I like about Railjack most likely. And I was just farming on Railjack every day and stuff. And you saw my tristics. I was 2 level 6 with tristics and next 2 level 7s. I'm trying to get all of them to level 10s, but every one of them gives a perk. Like gunnery shows like that little guide for you to shoot. Gunnery can also give you a slingshot, which will happen later on this video, and the forward artillery at level 5, slingshots at level 3. Piloting, you see me like boosting really quick, and like right there, that's part of piloting, but it's supposed to be like like a drift type of tactic, whatever. But I just use it like as a speed boost at the same time. And you can also like I forgot what it's called, but you could just go ahead and shift from one side to the other. That's piloting basically though. Tactical is more like, it's partially with flux energy. That's what it gives off. I don't remember exactly what tactical do, but tactical is kinda important. And next engineering, it goes with like fixing the ship, using the Omni tool. It's like it's kind of one of the important ones, but if you suggest me what to start with to upgrade, I would say go with gunnery, bring that up to at least level 3, and if you can't bring it up to level 3, bring it up to level 1, and also focus on engineering. That's also an important one. And then, so yeah, for my most important, the least important, it'll go gunnery, engineering, piloting, tactical. That's my ranks right there. But I don't know. That's my personal choice. Y'all can make your own personal choice about it. I was running what was happening on the left right there. I was like, why is there 3 missiles like spinning around like that until like it hit something? I was like, alright. One of the reasons why I just did a clip and now I'm like commenting about it is because if I did both at the same time, I'll try to focus more on the game and talk way less. So I was like, why don't I go ahead and talk more about Railjack and stuff, and then just make a video, comment about it, so I won't be focused more on one thing than the other. I tried it before and it was terrible. So right there, the gold icons, I think they're gonna be a different icon for you guys. Depends on the color energy you guys have. But the gold icons are like, they're the avionics that like go ahead. They're the mods and all that stuff. Let's see. And it's not inside this video. I don't know why there's barely any inside the veil. But it's a purple icon, and it's like scrap you could get from like anything. You could get a shield array scrap. It could be Mark 3. I don't know. Last time I got something here, it was Mark 1, and it was weird, but I was like, alright, I just went with it. You could get Mark 1 inside Earth, Mark 2 inside Saturn, and Mark 3 inside the Veil. But again, I had a Mark 1 inside the Veil. I'm not sure, and I barely get anything here, so I'm not sure if I go ahead and go further into the Veil. I think this is like the third mission for the Veil, so probably have to go more into it. But you can also see before like the ram sled hit, I was inside the forge. You if you like run low, just go to the forge. But like I would try to go as much as I can because this was like a high level mission. I never did this mission by myself. I did it with a friend, but I was like, why not try it by myself? Cause the sentient ship was there. The next, I was like, why not try to go ahead and get a Mark III weapon, or at least hope to try to. That didn't happen, but the sentient ship did. So I just came to show you guys that too. Right here, I was trying to wonder where the dude was. I don't even know where he was. I kept hearing him, but I was like, where's this dude at? Or it was me doing something right here. Probably someone called me. I was like, bro, I'm doing something right now. Yeah, and next I came back, catastrophic failure. But again, the forge takes 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go ahead and fully get backed up again. So if you have a squad of 4 and next you're in a really high level mission, knowing like you can't knowing you most likely could fail, like a 50-50, or you could fail or pass, don't go in the forge too often, cause if you do, it's really gonna mess you up. Once you get inside catastrophic failure, you could try to go to a forge, and it'll be like 2 minutes left for all of them to finish. I remember that one happening. I had a squad of 3. No, I had a squad of 4. One dude was out to go to a cruise ship. Another dude was with me. No, 2 people were with me, and they were fixing the ship and all that. That was kind of the only problem though, because I had 2 people fixing the ship. One of them was using all the resources to themselves, and they kept on dying. And I basically had to watch that person more than half of the time, because they were like a low level, so I couldn't do. So I had to watch the ship, and I also had to watch that one person. And it was bad. We were inside catastrophic failure, and me finding out that I had to wait for the forge to finish. I couldn't do nothing about it because I didn't have battle forge at the time. The ship was lower health. It was probably like around 2,000, 3,000. But I couldn't do nothing. All I had to do was just sit it out and just let it all happen. So that's one main thing you also got to worry about too, is the forge. Like if you have as much health as I have right now, you could kind of worry less about it, but at the same time you do. But what I also like about running solo is like it's your fault really if the ship goes inside catastrophic failure twice. And the reason why you gotta go inside the forge a lot is rev light. That's the one main important thing of all 4 of them, is rev light. Once you're at 100 or under, that's when you should start restocking. Right there, that's where you use a tactical. It shows like the tactical map, and it's like a little bit of fast travel. And I don't know why that waypoint was right there, but I was trying to go ahead and take it out like right here, but I was like whatever. But again, what I also like about Railjack, it's a fast-paced game. Whatever is happening still, and if you're at one place doing something, it's still happening at the same time. Like that's what I like about this game. It's all fast paced. You just gotta keep up with it, and if you can't keep up with it, then I don't know what to tell you.
We have one less crow ship to be concerned with. Direct attention to remaining.
It's fun to play with friends for Railjack, but at the same time, it's like you gotta hope that they know what they're doing too, cause again they could use the forge a lot, and it could be like that's over for your team.
Crasher, you're near a crew ship.
So usually you gotta listen to what Cephalon Sai is saying, because if you don't really pay attention to what he's saying, you're not gonna know what's happening. He kind of warned you about things, but sometimes it's too late. Like he'll be talking about one thing, and next a ram sled is about to hit you, and next he says ram sled is right there, and next thing you know it's gonna hit you. So you can't always rely on Cephalon's side to let you know what's going on in the game. You just gotta look around. That's kind of why it's fast paced. You just gotta look around. You gotta know what's going on back and forth all the time.
Alert. Enemy cruise ship on scope.
Like again, you hear him right there, enemy cruise ship on scope. It's just like there's another cruise ship coming ahead. I was watching right there. I was like, is the missile going to hit him or not? And next, I was scared because I was like, I'm about to come back for it. And like, that one's kind of trippy. I don't even know what was wrong with that one. But I shot the missile, and it just stayed right there. So I was like, what's going on with the missile? And next, I thought I'd shoot another missile until it was just bugging out.
Remaining fighters are being called off. Excellent.
So inside the Veil, there's different types of cruise ships. You don't gotta worry about it inside Saturn or what's it called, Saturn or Earth. They're all just the same cruise ship, but inside the Veil, they're all different cruise ships. There could be a regular cruise ship. There's these type of cruise ships. They're shooting out something. I'm not sure what it is, but I think they're to like stop things that you shoot, like how I shot the missile at the one dude. It just stopped the missile. That's probably what it's for. And there's ones that have shields on it. You have to go like right outside on the cruise ship, and it has like 3 things sticking out the cruise ship that you gotta destroy for you to get inside the cruise ship, and it takes out the shields too. And I'm not sure if you can use forward artillery to go ahead and destroy the shield. I'm not sure. I never tried it out, but
Electrical hazards grounded. Hull ruptures sealed.
what I hope that DE does. I remember they did what's it called, like at E3 about this last year. I think 2019 that they did something about this, or it was like 2018. I'm not sure where they first showed it. I know it was when what's it called? Oh, I'm about to get inside the slingshot, by the way. This is like an easy. This is how you get into other cruise ships easier. It's easier to go outside and possibly get shot out, which I'm gonna show you the other method too. But anyways, I'm not sure when not the Plains of Eidolon, but the other one that came out. But it also showed first about Railjack and all that, and it was showing how you could get on board of it from the Orvalis. That's what it's called, Orvalis. It showed how you could get on the Railjack from Orvalis itself, and then you could go against the Corpus. But right now you can't go against the Corpus, which kind of sucks. When it came out, I was like, I'm ready to go against Corpus. I'm ready to go against Grenier and all of that, but that didn't happen. And there was like another thing. It was like a little raid where you just go ahead and get resources, and you go against like an infested monster or something like that. I'm not sure, but sadly they don't have that part in the game too. I guess at the beginning this was kind of rushed. It was supposed to be like out at one thing, but I guess they scrapped it all, and they say like wanted to fix it a little bit better, and that's a sentient ship right there. But all we got so far is sentient ships in the Veil and Greniers that you could go ahead and attack inside anything. We don't have the raid that you could go against Infested yet. We don't have the Corpus yet, which I hope we could do. And I thought the Corpus, oh no, the Corpus is inside Jupiter. I was thinking of a whole wrong thing. But I hope the next Proxima is gonna be like Jupiter, Venus, and yeah, Jupiter and Venus. And next add the little raid for the Infested. See right here, this is like the more dangerous approach, because you could get shot up in the air, and next you have to waste a life. Right there, I'm trying to like move back away from the shots right there. But those like bullets are like explosive bullets, so they do a lot of damage. And I was low on health right here, so that's why I like backed up inside this little box right here. But also made it feel like, it also made it look way cooler. So I was like, why not? I also wanted to survive too. I don't want to die, but so if you guys are wondering how do you get yourself a Railjack, you have to do the Rising Tide quest. You go, the first time it came out, you had to use a lot of resources, like 1,000,000 credits, 15 Argon crystals, and all that. It was so much, and it would take 3 days for one of them to build, if I remember. It was either 3 days or 1 day for one of them to build. I forgot. I think it was 3 days, if I remember. But it took 3 days. You had to wait 3 days for it to finish. And the next, you go on, do the next mission, build the next thing, get all the resources for it. It was crazy. But I think they're like a day each time, like 24 hours and all that. I don't think they were 72, but they probably were 72 if I remember. But now they changed it where it's only 12 hours for each part, and they reduced all the resource costs. It was way better. I was like, thank you. But I was already done with my Railjack, so there was kind of no point. And at the same time, I'm really happy I got my Railjack first because I had all my stuff together. Right here, I'm trying to dodge all the missiles that was shooting at me. I was like, oh god.
Cruise ship has gone bye-bye. Sentient threat eliminated. We're near threat.
Well, yeah, there goes a sentient ship right there. I was hoping I would get like a Mark III weapon, but that didn't happen, which that kind of made me sad. But I was like, alright, it's whatever, I'll deal with it. I got a Mark III weapon already, but I just need better Mark III weapons. I have a Mark III and a Mark II, but right there I got 1,000 direct, pretty good, and 1,000 carbides. Right here, pure shows. Alright, so if the ram sled squad puts a bomb in your ship, you gotta go ahead and defuse it as quick as you can. And it's right here. This is tactical right there. But you gotta defuse the bomb as quick as you can, and if the bomb explodes, you're inside catastrophic danger or whatever. I tried to see what happens. I was like, I want to see what happens when the bomb explodes, so I just let it happen, and I was inside catastrophic failure.
Shelve the bloodlust. Orders repelled. Back to work.
Next right here, fixing up the ship.
Fires extinguished. Scrubbing atmosphere.
But yeah, this kind of reminds me of Star Wars and all that. But right here, these are 3 ships. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.